tip and hug. Whoa, see that? Central position, little bit of preload. Wow. Welcome back, team. This is the most important subject of adventure bike riding, and that is how to ride with luggage. Imagine your bike is the four-wheel drive or the SUV, and your luggage is the 4-ton caravan that you see old Bob and Marge sticking to the back of their SUV or four-wheel drive. The second you jump on the brakes, all that weight is just trying to push and jackknife and concertina. What I want to share with you today is the adjustments you need to make to your riding when you're carrying luggage. Okay, let's get into it. Righto, team. Now, just to really highlight the effect of an off-balance bike, which is a bike with luggage, I've got low fuel. I'm down to the last bar, and I've loaded, they're 20 litres, let's just say there's 10 kilos each, and I've filled a bladder with fuel as well. I've got food, water, camping gear, all that. I'll show you all that down the track, okay? Let's just focus on the technique now. It all comes back to my explanation last year of relaxing the chassis. In more common terms, counter steering. The reason you counter steer on a motorcycle, it's not even a reason, it's a flow. It's what the bike wants to do to stay upright. Now, when you've got luggage, think of the Bob and Marge caravan aspect. The front wheel just simply can't take it. It can't take all that extra load, right? And it's gonna want to just understeer and let go. By counter steering, you're turning with the whole chassis rather than with the front tyres' ability to keep those knobs attached to the ground, okay? It's a subtle, driftable poise that will allow it to veer around corners rather than expecting it to rail with all this weight and luggage, especially under brakes, okay? Left hand pressure on the handlebars will make my bike turn left, but it will turn the front wheel right. You're just easing all that contact and weight bias across the two wheels and taking all the expectation off the front tyre. You're going to need to get up to about 20-30 km/h to stay balanced. I'll lift my opposite hand, okay? Start with the right hand. So left hand up, turn right, tipping, okay? Push on the left, bike turns left. One more, just to drive the point home. Okay, going to turn right, weight the right bar. Going to turn left. It's very, very subtle. Just to refresh the anti-lock, become the ABS technique from last year. I'll just switch the ABS off. This effect on your front wheel under brakes is so much more exaggerated when you're carrying luggage, right? The front end can only handle so much, it's going to tuck. So force the tuck. Right along, first gear, put your feet out if you have to, grab the front brake. Let go as it grabs. Alright, just practice that. Just teach your brain to instinctively let go of the brake and anticipate the front wheel sliding. Right, I'm not going to touch the brakes. Okay, I'm just going to roll off the throttle and weight the inside bar to turn, okay, nothing else. Weight the inside bar, bike steers around the corner. Right, this time I'm going to do it a lot faster, not to try and ride like a hero, you know, show off. What I want to do is set up a scenario where a corner has come up. If you don't turn, you're going off the edge. I'm going to really exaggerate it now, like race pace. Right, did you see the bike naturally tip in? Did you see about here, the second I counter steered, the back end stepped out? That didn't step out from me hitting the brake. That was the chassis relaxing and taking all the expectation off the front tyre and allowed me to literally just steer around that corner quite fast, right? I'm not doing this to show off. I'm not doing this to, you know, make you think your setup is incompetent. I do this for evasive action, that I have complete faith in my bike while traveling in remote areas Jesus, if a camel or a cow darts out in front of you, those turning techniques, that agility, that confidence in the chassis and everything, it can save your life. It can turn, you know, a very fatal situation into just a, whoa, that was close, and off you go. This is a little drill you can do just to improve your balance and get a good feel for your periphery, right? And by periphery, I mean the extremities of your luggage. You kind of want to bed that in. You kind of want to know when it's going to catch, when your hard panniers are going to catch and send you off the harbour into the sea. Technique to use is first gear and just tip the bike between your legs. Tip and hug. Whoa, see that? I nudged. Did you see me nudge the tree? A hard case pannier is not going to let you off that easy. Watch again. Tip. Tip. Whoa, see, that was such a gentle rub. It was just like, oh, you're a bit close. And the elastic straps, they just do their thing. You know, this is just a safe exercise to get a feel of your periphery. Whee! This is your standard erosion drain. They're everywhere in Australia because they're designed to stop the water and just furrow it into the forest. And let's be honest, they're awesome fun once you got them dialed. Now they're directional too. So the one, if you're coming this way, it's like a jump. If you're coming this way, this is where it's gnarly because there's a drain and a hole first. I'm standing in it, and then a fairly irregular and steep ramp. You want to get the bike as balanced as possible. You want to remove as much of your body weight as possible, and then right on impact you want to absorb as much as you can. You have to do it. It's your only hope, right? You can practice these things slowly. Just get a feel for the bike absorbing up under you. We'll go with the flow of the jump heading uphill. Just want a central body position. A little bit of preload beforehand. Nice. So I'm cruising along the trail. A lot of shadows. There's even one here. Whoa, something there. Wash off a bit of speed. Did you see my elbows compress and allow the bike to come up to me and absorb the majority of the impact? Central position, a little bit of preload. If you're actually purposely jumping like a more uniform ramp that you can gauge, a little bit of preload and accelerate all the way off the ramp just to keep that level trajectory. When you're washing off speed to absorb an abrupt angle, so you're coasting into it, literally no throttle, no nothing, just a coast. You're off the brakes, remember, get off the brake. Stand up, let your knees and elbows bend to absorb the bike. As it absorbs up, you're unloading and then you get back on the gas. Yo, can you see me? I'm all the way down here at the bottom of this hill. It's a fairly steep hill. It's pretty rough, got heaps of big erosion drains in it. A lot of people, where they make the mistake of hill climbs, is their balance is, their weighting of the bike's completely wrong. Yeah, you want to get your ass back and some weight back, but you want to keep your head up over the front, A, to keep the front down, and B, to maintain some kind of steering control to navigate up. You'll see this hill, it's got ruts and rocks and holes and roots, it's got everything, right? So that's the plan here, and just to reinforce it, I won't even go to the bottom to start. I'll give you a hill start and then we'll wind up, all right? Right, let's just pretend you're halfway up a hill and you've screwed it up, but you've managed to get yourself to a little bit of a flat spot. So you want to start out with your ass right at the back, okay? Get in with that luggage and maximize the rear end traction. And as you get moving, you want to creep into the middle, stand up and purchase your front end and control where the bike is going. Most people fail hill climbs because they just glance and deflect the front wheel into a line they don't want to be. They either spear off into the bush or they end up in the big deep ruts. Right, let's go. No electronics here. The T7s don't have traction control, so it's just torque and clutch and throttle control. All right, bit of front brake, rear brake off, ass back. Let's go. Whoa, we're away, no slipping. Right, now I'm away. I can get forward, control, steer around the rocks. Yep. Okay, let's hop. We're on here. Whoa. Mint. You know, I just want to reiterate that I don't go that hard when I'm traveling alone. I'm simply trying to showcase my setup and how it handles aggressive conditions. I haven't touched the luggage since I put it on. Jumping ditches, bumping into trees, just carrying on in general. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'll go on a full camping expedition soon enough. Just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a ride technique to help you prepare for your big expedition. You should feel your setup out, question it, test it. Don't just go and swipe your credit card right up to the deadline of going on a big adventure and then take off. Yeah, hone your skills, hone your setup. I'm not trying to piss people off. I'm trying to educate the followers, my core followers that are like off-road riders that are transitioning to adventure. So they kind of already get it. And I guess, you know, there's a lot I can offer to help them speed up, you know, make some better choices for what they're buying, what they're putting on the bike, and then how they're riding it. And it all comes back to enjoying the ride, you know, for me, that is. And I got as much comfort as I need in there. I guess that's it. Slide the scale. The more comfort you have, the less enjoyable the ride is. And it's as simple as that. You're kidding yourself if you think otherwise. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Like and share this video. Hit the subscribe button, and yeah, bash plate and full acro rally systems coming next. Cheers.